Good evening, and welcome to Senior Acting Night 2021, subtitled, What is Vulnerability? My name is Paul Diem, and I'm the Department Chair of Theater here at Carver Center. Senior Acting Night is one of my favorite nights of the year. It's one of the most exciting nights of the year because it is these young performers bringing the stories that they want to tell to the stage. Some are personal, very few are autobiographical, but they all represent a viewpoint that they have about the world that surrounds them. And that's why solo performance is exciting, because it gives the performer unfettered the ability to bring what they want to say to the world. And solo performance is a very important thing in making your break in the acting industry. Because frankly, there's two ways an actor can go. An actor can sit around waiting for someone to give them their break, or they can go out and force the issue and make their break. And the ability to write and develop solo performance gives a performer the ability to do that. In fact, several of the shows that have recently won Emmys for work on television actually started as solo theater performance pieces. So they are doing well in the tradition of that work. Over the past year in the senior capstone class, these 10 actors have continued to hone their craft that they've built over their 4 years at Carver Center, preparing for their college auditions, and you'll hear more about where they're going to college as the night progresses, but also to develop their solo performance skills. And they worked in a variety of genres, from intensely personal work that they worked to make more globally accessible, to documentary pieces, to satire, many different genres, styles, time, to help them build their skills to be able to sustain the stage for 15 minutes. And you're gonna see some excellent work here tonight. Not surprisingly from the class of 2021, we're gonna see some deeply personal, evocative work. And we're gonna see some blistering satire, and it's all incredibly exciting. The class of 2021 has left an indelible impact on this department. As every class, they help set the tone for the future of Carver that will follow them. And for underclassmen, you should be forever in debt to what the class of 2021 brought to this program and what they leave behind for you to do. Now, on with the show. First up, we have Zara Kojikaru. Zara had a wonderful 4 years here at Carver Center. In fact, last night at the Senior Awards, she was honored with the award for Outstanding Achievement in the Acting Classroom. In her time, she appeared in 5 Carver Theater Company shows and 2 Trapdoor shows, which would be impressive over any 4-year span, but for Zara, it actually happened over the past 2 years. Next year, she will go on to study acting at the New School in New York City as a part of their Bachelor of Fine Arts in Acting program. Please welcome Zara Kojikaru with her piece, Giggles Wiggles and the Mayonnaise Chronicles.
Hello, it is day 167, another observation day.
Welcome, this is patient 825, failed clown. Behaviors and symptoms exhibited include lack of joy, red nose has lost its hunk, got violent with Ronald McDonald, and insists on making others laugh with bad jokes.
I always love hearing that. I was good at my job, you're really being dramatic. And it really sucks if they can't hear what I'm saying in here. I've been saying some pretty insightful shit lately.
Patient 825, we can't hear you and you have an assignment to fulfill.
All right. You can all hear me. Does this bring you joy, watching me do this?
Patient 825, you haven't done the assignment for 166 days.
Well, make it 167. What kind of messed up shit are you pulling here? Right now, I'm sitting here watching a 7-year-old press his sticky hands up against the glass. I don't do sticky hands. I mime, I dabble in magic, I can make balloon animals, but I do not do sticky hands.
Patient 825, do I need to remind you that you are being watched by many people? The profanity will not be tolerated.
No, you don't need to remind me. I'm very aware of that. You take me away from my profession, you stick me here, and you hold me until I make some phone calls? What's that about? I'm a good clown. I just did some things I'm not proud of. Anyways, Jill. Is that your name? Did I get it right this time?
No.
Okay, well, anyways. Hi, everyone. Whatever sick individuals are watching me right now. You know what I've been thinking about? Shows I liked. I had this problem where every show I watched, I would never expect the series finale and it would sneak up on me and then the show would end and I get really depressed about it. Like Big Time Rush. I had a feeling the last episode seemed like the last episode, but I kept waiting for another episode or for them to announce the next season, and I found out later that it was the last episode. That sucked. I mean, I loved that show, and it just ended out of nowhere. Same thing with Victorious. That show ended out of nowhere too, with no warning. I don't even think they got a series finale episode. It just ended with Tori being dragged across a gymnasium floor by this dog after singing the national anthem. And I had the same problem with shows when I got older too. Like New Girl. Loved that show. Binged that show. Watched at least one episode every day, and I was watching the last episode with my friend Chloe, and I didn't know it was the last episode. So at the end of the episode, the next episode option didn't show up, and I was crushed. I was surprised and outraged, and she was kind of chuckling at me because she had watched the show before, so she knew it was ending, but I didn't know. And I swear to God, I never let a show catch me by surprise again after that day. I would skim how many episodes there were before watching any show, and I eventually developed a knack for recognizing when there was a series finale or any finale of that matter. I got pretty good at it, but it's just because what are you supposed to do? I mean, you get invested in the show, you connect with the characters, you want to see where the plot goes, and you want to continue that journey with the show, and then the show just ends without warning, and I just rather know that the show is ending, that's all.
Patient 825, we have put you in an observation tank with a kitchen and a bathroom for a reason. You are free to eat whatever you'd like.
I know, Ruby. It's just a personal thing.
My name is not Ruby either.
Damn it. Speaking of things ending unexpectedly, I couldn't even begin to tell you how taken aback I was when Zayn left One Direction. He was so unhappy, and none of us knew about it until he was forced to leave a multi-million-dollar band because he was so unhappy. I couldn't imagine being Zayn. He developed an eating disorder. He definitely experienced some sort of discrimination from management, and they painted him out to be this quiet, mysterious guy that he just wasn't. They couldn't just let him be. And I couldn't imagine being the other guys either. I mean, imagine having a good time, loving the music, loving the fame, loving the lifestyle, only to find out that your best friend was miserable the whole time. I couldn't help but feel guilty or responsible if I were them. And I don't know, I don't even know how to cope with it. And I only got into them this past year. You know what I mean, Diana?
Not Diana.
Olivia?
No.
Okay, well, who's your favorite member?
I'm not answering that.
Come on.
Niall.
Good choice. I don't have a favorite. I would feel like I'd be betraying the rest of them by having a favorite. I used to have favorites, though. I also used to think I was too cool for them, which I shouldn't have because my mother offered to take me to see them when they were all together, all 5 of them, and they were in their prime. That was hands down the biggest regret of my life.
The biggest?
Well, that and other things.
Make the phone calls, Sarah.
My name is Giggles Wiggles. I am a clown. You clearly seem to be forgetting that because you have me up in here like a zoo animal. I cracked jokes. I made kids happy. I ate free at every birthday party I worked. Why are you keeping me here so long? I've amused everyone. I've done my job for 167 days. I let everyone just watch me. Think about everything in my life and just whatever. I've amused everyone, but not the way I wanted. I don't have my balloons to tie, and you took away my big red shoes. I'm not me anymore. Just let me be. Just let me go.
We just want to see you happy, Sarah.
It won't make me happy to make those phone calls. I don't want to think about those. Besides, I have my mayonnaise.
Patient 825, could you please explain to our team what you mean by that?
My mayonnaise? It comforts me. But it also reminds me of all that I do wrong. It's a way of me facing my problems and dealing with what I've dealt with. I'm literally stomaching it. No? Okay. All I've done, all I could have done, but didn't do, all I hoped to do. My mayonnaise is by no means a punishment, but it is by no means a reward either. Think of my mayonnaise as representative of life. We're all just eating jars of mayonnaise. Believe me, I would love to not eat mayonnaise every single day of my life, but once you start, it's hard to stop. Let me tell you a story, Tina.
My name is not Tina.
My mother was mad at my father for whatever reason, and so she decides to put a cigarette out on his hand. True story. You may tell me that I just put this in here for dramatic or comedic purposes, but I know it's true. So anyways, she puts out a cigarette on his hand, right? And every time she tells me this story, she tells me that he didn't even flinch. He didn't even flinch, bro. I mean, what do you do in that situation? When you put out a cigarette on someone's hand and they don't even flinch, what do? Do you laugh? Do you cry? Do you storm away out of embarrassment or attempt to put out another cigarette in hopes that they will eventually flinch, but in disbelief that they will? What happens when you've been preparing, smoking, enjoying, savoring a cigarette your whole life, expecting a cathartic, dramatic, rightful revenge, when it is put out only to get nothing in return? No satisfaction? You see every other person flinch at a small burn, or at least know what to do when they see someone not flinch at a small burn. But what do you do in that moment? What do you do when you crave for the bravery and pain tolerance that they've just exhibited? When you envy the cool demeanor they present, given there is a burning cigarette on their hand? I haven't heard the story in a while, so I forget whether my mother stormed out or stayed. And it's this not knowing that makes the story and everything in life comparable to not only Greek mythology, but the greatest works of art and jars of mayonnaise. Well, it's not comparable, but this story is why I live my life spooning mayonnaise into my mouth. You can always buy more mayonnaise. It'll never run out or burn out, and you're not left with the dissatisfaction of not flinching. However, spooning all of my thoughts and worries into the form of white blobs into my mouth is not exactly healthy either. Maybe I should just make the calls and send the money like I was supposed to. Yeah, just make the calls and send the money. Just make the calls and send the money. Just make the calls and send the money, man. Just make the calls and send the money. Just make the calls and send the money. Just make the calls. What is it? No. I just have to make the calls and send the money. Just have to make the calls, send the money, man. Just make the calls, send the money. Send the money with the call, man. Just make the calls. It's just okay. I don't need this anymore. I'm done with this. Just make the calls and send the money. Hey Leo, it's me. Look, I'm sorry that I lied to you and that the grapefruit kept spilling juice even when I said that I didn't like grapefruit anymore. And I'm sorry that the cycle repeated, but like 10 times worse with a sun that doesn't feel like the moon. And I know that that hurts. I'm sorry that I can't lasso all the stars in the sky to repay you. I love you. Oh, I'll see you soon.
Keep going, patient 825.
Hey, Cito. I'm sorry that I was favorited, and I know that you hated it. I know you still hate it. Don't worry, I hate me too. I'm sorry that you still have flashbacks of your time at the hall, but you know, it makes me hopeful that you still like to draw. Best wishes to you.
Patient 825, continue the experiment.
Hey Delaney and Hardwick. I'm sorry that soon I won't be returning your texts or calls. I'm sorry that I'll get tired of the answer no and then stop asking to hang out or not bother to show. I'm sorry that I get jealous and that you think I'm not cool enough and that you broke bro code and literally several other friends.
Patient 825.
I know. I'm sorry I banged up that sink too. Okay, warmest regards. Hey guys. I'm sorry I've disappointed. Believe me, I wish I didn't have to live through me either. And I know you'd heard some things or seen some things of me when I was still enjoyable and bright, but unfortunately, that's the end of that. Or maybe not. Okay,
Congratulations, patient 825. You have completed the experiment. You are free to clown now. Patient 825.
Hi, am I reaching, Little Miss Do Nothing?
Up next, we have Compton Little. In her 4-year span here at Carver, Compton appeared in 3 Carver Theater Company shows and 4 Trapdoor shows. Next year, she will go on to study musical theater as part of the Bachelor in Fine Arts program at the Academy of Music and Dramatic Arts in New York City. Please welcome Compton Little with her piece, Letter to My Future Self.
Hey Compton, it's me, you. It's May 4th, 2021. I'm 18. I don't know if you remember, but in 2017, we saw this video on YouTube of someone who took a van and converted it into a tiny home to live a more sustainable lifestyle while traveling the US. And yeah, most of our friends thought we were pretty crazy. But we grew up without a lot of money, and I definitely pinch my pennies, even now when I have money, and because, to be honest, I'm scared. I'm scared of not being able to spend more than $30 at the grocery store for a family of 4, just so our power stays on. I'm scared of my heat being turned off, or not having a phone that works for a week until the bill can get paid. In 2021, this tiny, sustainable lifestyle is known as van life. And honestly, before 2017, it was probably just called homelessness. You see, if a poor person lived in a van, it would be looked down upon, but as soon as a rich person gets a van and converts it to a home, they're sustainable, and they're praised for what they did. And it goes without saying that there are countless examples of this. I mean, being bilingual, doing drugs, minimalism, buying things secondhand, all of these are commonly viewed as bad things when someone who's not financially stable does it, but as soon as a rich person does it, they're a saint. I don't know if you remember the 2011 tie-dye legging catastrophe, but you were 7, and your friends told you couldn't sit with them until you got tie-dye leggings. Your mom thought it was absolutely ridiculous that you had to spend $20 on a pair of leggings that everyone had just so you could sit with them, but it taught you a lot about individuality. I'll never forget in 5th grade, I showed up to school in this new outfit I got at Goodwill. I was really feeling myself that day, and this girl in my class said she liked my outfit, and my other friend said, well, you know, she got that at the thrift store, right? I didn't see a problem with it, but apparently the other 11-year-olds did, because no one really wanted to talk to you for the rest of the day. So in middle school, I vowed to hide my financial status. In 7th grade, I became the girl who wore Lilly Pulitzer. Little did they know, I never bought anything from that brand that was over $20. Ironically, this was the time when you struggled the most. But you were able to keep your friends that way. I came up with excuses like, yeah, I don't know, my phone's not working. Would you mind if I called my mom off yours? And sorry, my mom says you can't sleep over, at least until the guy comes to fix our heat. In 8th grade, people caught on, and I was really embarrassed. My best friend, who gave me a lot of hand-me-downs, told someone I couldn't afford Uggs or a winter coat, and that's why I was wearing hers. Then I had to hear comments about, well, she's only borrowing that costume because she can't afford dance lessons, or that Lululemon headband she's wearing is probably stolen. Even now, people make preppy jokes and Lilly Pulitzer jokes, and I just laugh about it, but that time of pretending to be someone who I wasn't was really hard for me. Now on TikTok, there's thrift tips and Depop resellers, and it's so fucking crazy to me because the girl who pointed out my Goodwill find in 5th grade called me a thrift god. A thrift god. And you see, until someone who would normally pay $50 for a shirt found the same shirt for $5 at Goodwill, thrifting wasn't cool. And honestly, I'm missing the days of being made fun of because it's a lot harder to find nice things at the thrift store. And to be honest with you, I don't know the answer. You either teach your kids I don't know, to be kind, or tell the other kids not to care what other people think. I just know in a year or two there will be this societal shift, and the next best thing will be out there, and people will never learn the lesson from it. Our family is a lot more financially stable now than we have been in the past, and I'm so grateful for that, but I still couldn't afford those Nikes. A $60 purchase would probably require a credit card, and it wasn't until my mom took over the crisis center that I really understood my situation. The crisis center is a food pantry in Reisterstown that serves people in our area. My mom works day and night to serve the people in my area, and 500 plus families a week. People rely on her for food and clothing to get what they need. So I'm not poor. My family is not served with an eviction notice, but I'm privileged enough to not have the same excitement about a bag of chips as some of the kids that I've served. You see, people think poverty is black and white. It seems like, if you can't afford to eat out, or you can't afford to get a pair of Lululemon leggings, you're poor. But you're not poor if you can afford to have a meal on your plate, no matter what sacrifices you had to make for that meal. And I'm not villainizing people with money. But if what I said makes you uncomfortable, that's my point. If you decide to flex your new clothes or your new car on social media, remember that not everyone has that advantage. When you post your accomplishments or whatever, just remember, I don't look like someone who ever struggled. And you probably don't now. But you did, and you need to remember where you came from. Be proud of what you work for, but acknowledge that hard work also looks like $11.75 an hour. Don't obsess over the material items you have or what you want. Remember where you came from, Compton. And I really hope that you are still a regular at the thrift store. And I really hope that you can get a van and live out your 2017 dream. And most importantly, be kind to everyone, because especially in America, someone is always richer and poorer than you are. I hope you're doing good, and see you on the flip side, Compton.
Up next, we have Daniela Cooper. In Daniela's 4-year span here at Carver Center, she was part of the cast of 2 Carver Theater Company shows and 2 Trapdoor shows. Next year, she will go on to continue her studies at the University of Pittsburgh. Please welcome Daniela Cooper with her piece, Yes, and I'm Sorry.
In improv, you're often taught that there is one main rule. You've probably heard of it, right? It goes by the name of yes and. In other words, the one rule of improv is to never say no. Never turn down an opportunity to try something new, to take a leap. Never say no. It's as simple as that. And some people will use this as their rule for life. Never say no, because turning someone down could be turning down the best opportunity or the best experience that life has to offer. Never say no. Now, I have the same rule, but for a completely different reason. I never say no because, I don't want to disappoint anyone. I am what is generally called a people pleaser. It is simultaneously one of my best and my worst qualities. I am the type of person who is always searching for the good in someone, seeing how I can better them, how I can make their life greater. And many times, like the definition says, it it comes at my own expense. So a lot of times I will put my desire to help others before the need to care for myself. It's not always the greatest thing. So the odds are, if you ask me for something, I will say yes. Without a doubt. No hesitation. I will say yes. I will do that before I take a minute to breathe for myself. Before I take a minute to care for myself. So, let's try something here. You are gonna ask me for help, right? So what's something that you might need help with? In your everyday life, something that you might need help with. Can literally be anything. Absolutely anything. Okay. Yes, thank you, Paul. Great. Yeah, so say you need me to do your laundry. You know, it's 7 o'clock, you didn't realize what time it was, you had just thrown a load in the washer, and you're running late. So, yeah, of course, I'll do your laundry for you, I'll throw it in the dryer, or I'll hang it up for you, whichever you prefer, and then I'll fold it and I'll put it away for you. Not a problem, don't worry about it. Can I get an example from the audience this time? Let's try one more. Example from the audience, please. What's something that you might need help with in your everyday life? Literally anything. This is a judgment-free zone. I won't judge you. My team won't judge you. What is something that you might need help with? Okay. Anything. Come on now. Okay, I have one. Let's say that you and your significant other decide last minute you want to go on a date night, right? And you call me up and you say, hey, can you babysit our kids? I got you. No problem. Don't worry about it. Go enjoy your date night, get some dinner, get some dessert, maybe even a bottle of wine. Spend it all on yourself. Don't worry about paying me. Not a problem. Let's get one more example. This time from the audience. What is something you might need help with? Anyone? Just throw it at me. I am all ears. Someone, please. Okay, I have another one. Let's say that, I don't know, you want me to loan you money so you can buy a new house, right? Great example. Oh, thank you so much. Okay, so you want me to loan you money so you can buy a house. You know what? I'm not just gonna loan you the money. I am going to design you a house and build you a house with my own two hands and then loan you the money for that house. How does that sound? Great, perfect. One more example from the audience, please. We've given you 3 great examples now. What is something in your lives that you might need help with? It can be super tiny or super big. It is up to you. Someone just give me an example, please. I'm really trying here. I gave you 3 good examples. What is something you might need help with? I know none of you are that independent. Okay. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. I'm sorry. Okay. Okay. So, as you can see, being a people pleaser is not always a good thing. I mean, it takes a pretty big toll on you, if you can't tell. Yeah. So, the other thing about being a people pleaser is when something goes wrong, which is ultimately inevitable, we take all the blame. Doesn't matter whose fault it is, we take all the blame. Right? Doesn't it sound fun? Okay. See, the other thing about being a people pleaser is we want everything to be perfect. absolutely perfect. Not in the same way that a perfectionist desires perfection, because after all, we are different. Perfectionists and people pleasers are not the same. But in a way that creates this feeling, this atmosphere of perfection, of comfort for everyone with whom we have a relationship. Do you guys know what I mean? Some sort of acknowledgement that I'm talking right now would be really appreciated, would be really nice. Literally a head nod. A head nod. Okay, what do you guys want from me? I really don't need to be standing up here right now giving this seminar. I could be in my room. You're the ones that registered for this seminar, so please tell me why you're so disinterested. Okay, we're gonna try something else here. Paul, can you pull up the procrastination somehow? Thank you. Okay, it's not my fault. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. I can't control it. I have no control over how they feel, they think. It's not my fault. Perfect, thank you. Okay, we're trying something a little different now. Maybe this will pique your interest a bit more. How to be a procrastinator. Get it? Procrastinator. Nothing. I thought it was clever, but apparently I'm wrong. Okay. There are a number of ways in which procrastinating can be more helpful than harmful, and they are as follows. Taking a hot shower or bubble bath, right? By doing so, your muscles are relaxing, your body, your mind is taking a break. You're feeling more at ease, right? So when you go into the workspace, you feel calmer. You feel more ready for the day. Cleaning your house, or cleaning a room in your house, or even cleaning your workspace. This will give you the illusion of completing a task, getting something done, even though it might not be the task at hand, it might not be the thing that you wanted to get done. You're getting something done. Maybe if you're cleaning your workspace, you're decluttering your workspace. Now you have a clean space to do your job, you know? It's freeing. Right? Going to the grocery store, or going to the store, doesn't matter, the store, or getting out of your house even, right? Getting out of your house. This lets you clear your mind. It gets you out of the same four walls that you have been in. Right? Right? Is anyone even listening to me anymore? I thought this would be of some interest to you, but apparently I'm wrong, you know? Okay. I mean, what would you rather I do? Would you rather I sing for you? Would you rather I dance for you? Is anyone even listening to me anymore? Would you rather I walk off the stage? Okay. No one's even listening to me. No one's even listening to me, okay. No one even cares that I'm up here anymore. Fuck! God, everything I try, it goes to shit. disappointment. I'm a failure. I mean, no one likes me. No one's listening to me. No one cares about me. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm sorry. I know this sounds dumb, but I'm sorry. I'm sorry I ruined your afternoons. I'm sorry I ruined your days. I'm sorry I ruined your life. All I ever wanted was to make people happy. That was all I wanted in life, and I failed. I failed. I'm sorry I couldn't do better. I'm sorry I couldn't be better. I'm sorry.
Next up, we have Jayla Grady. In Jayla's time here at Carver Center, she appeared in 3 Carver Theater Company shows. And last night at the Senior Awards, she was given the award for Outstanding Leadership within the Acting Prime and was named the Spirit of Carver for being one of the 2 students who best exemplified the mission and vision of Carver Center in this year's graduating class. Next year, she will go on to study at Fairleigh Dickinson University. Please welcome Jayla Grady with her piece, The Metamorphosis.
In the beginning, it was still, yet it felt like everything was always moving, things constantly happening and evolving. It was kind of like an egg. It was the foundation of everything. And if this didn't go well, your chances of thriving or survival here were slim or next to none. But this was the start of a new journey, a new chapter in a book, a new phase of the moon. It would come, live, and move on to the next. I still remember being consumed by this feeling of nervousness and anxiety paired with a feeling of excitement. I started out with knowing people here. There were some that moved on to their own journey and others who stuck to me through it all. And there were new people who joined me too, but it wasn't a feeling of anger for the ones who left. Honestly, it was a sense of understanding. I knew that they didn't leave on purpose, and it's just where life took us, in different directions. There were moments where I felt invincible. Everything was just piecing itself together. Every moment felt connected, and it felt good. But certain moments when the door was closed behind me, that's when the adrenaline, the invincibility, the cloak, it went away. In fact, it was when I was away from others that I felt the most vulnerable. I felt defeated. I felt dejected. I felt disgusting. In the end, it all came back to that egg. It could grow on the inside all day long, progress the way it's supposed to on the inside, but the outside was still dull and ignored. It was still round and boring. Nobody cared about what was on the outside, and I don't mean that in some cliche way. They didn't care about the outside because it wasn't enticing to them. It didn't do anything for them. But maybe if they just took more than a second to look, they would have been mesmerized by the egg. But instead, I was just existing in their presence. But don't get me wrong, this phase was great. It was fun. Months later, the egg cracked and the thing inside it felt free. I felt free. It waited for the perfect moment to branch out, to hatch, and it did. All the work on the inside began to pay off, and it was seen on the outside. The egg didn't feel unnoticed anymore. It didn't feel ignored and used, but free and at liberty. It was like I was placed in this environment and waited for my time to hatch and explore. Here is when I felt something that I would give anything to feel again. This stage gave me the chance to explore everything around me and what it had to offer. And for the first time, it felt like people noticed my talents and abilities, something that I felt like had been hidden away in the egg. And it didn't feel like a waste. All of that stress and hard work, it didn't feel like a waste. I had finally been seen and heard and appreciated. There's no other feeling like that. The feeling of worth and value. Everything I stressed about before had suddenly vanished. I still knew it was there. I still was familiar with the feelings of insecurity or uncertainty, but they seemed less important. Why, I couldn't tell you. I constantly asked myself, why in this stage did I feel so on top of the world, so great? And why was that feeling never matched again? It was like a roller coaster. It was like that feeling at the top of a roller coaster when it all stops. You know, that's the only moment of peace, of stillness on the ride. Because on the way up to the top, you're being pushed and pulled and worked. You stay up there for the longest amount of time, even if everything around you is so fast-paced and moving so fast that you can't even catch your breath. You just want to be frozen in that moment of stillness at the top before everything else goes downhill. That's how I felt for this entire stage. That feeling of stillness and happiness. And yeah, sure, there were low moments, but none like I ever experienced or would ever experience in the future. This time around, something was different about everything. The circumstances felt more intense, like more was on the line, and there was. They say it's the most important stage, the transition period. At the beginning, it wasn't awful. I had fun, and there were still new experiences while I was there. While in this stage, they say it seems like we are in a state of rest. But let me tell you, I was anything but restful. The stresses and pressures of this stage began to take over. I expected things to be great, legendary even, but they were less than disappointing. But something abruptly interrupted the pupa. It grew over it entirely. It was a chrysalis. This layer was nothing that anyone could have braced for. This chrysalis took us by surprise and subjected us to an isolation. A chrysalis has a hard, protective layer on the outside. And I felt like I identified with this. I felt like I had this hard exterior, but who would ever know it was on the inside if I didn't let you in? Inside of the pupa, they say the most work is happening, and I can say the same thing for me. This isolation trapped me with the thoughts and problems and ideas that I thought I had got rid of a long time ago. I couldn't get rid of the pressure to be the perfect butterfly, to fly the best, to look the best, to stretch my wings perfectly. And all of this trapped inside of the chrysalis was suffocating. It was overwhelming. But it's like, how can you grow when you're stuck in the same cocoon? How can you grow when all you do is limit yourself to the same space and the same people you've been around? How can you grow when you have yet to accept who you are and what you want and who you want to be? And it was over. As quickly as it came, it ended. And I knew this stage was ending, but it didn't make it any easier to say goodbye. It was time for me to spread my wings and fly away. I mean, that's what this was all for, right? For us to grow and learn and then be released to fly away. Away from everything that we've ever known, away from the people we've known and loved. You know, I always wondered if I would remember everything from the past few stages. Does everything carry with you, or as you begin each new stage, you start fresh? And my wings had finally grown in, but that's everything that I worked towards and for, but at first I didn't like them. I felt like I deserved better wings, or that those wings just weren't a good fit for me. But as time goes on, you adjust and you become more comfortable. I know that's what I did. I became comfortable with the uncomfortable. And that's something I wouldn't have been able to do without this place, without being here, without these specific people. Now, if you would have told me that this is how it all ends, it ends here, I would have laughed dead in your face. Okay, I wouldn't have believed you. But looking now, I'm glad that it ends here. I'm glad that this is where the journey has taken me. It makes me feel more complete, more than anywhere else. But now I fly away. And when this gets released 5-10 years down the road, I'll fly back. I'll be able to always fly back, to fly back here, to my roots, to that egg. This has given me the ability to do that, being here, being in this place with these people. I have the ability to fly away and soar and come back and go wherever I want. And I owe that all to this place. Because without it, I'd be a butterfly without wings or direction. And what's that worth? So, thank you. Thank you for the memories and the laughs and the lessons for this chapter. I will hold it close to me, sacred, for the rest of time.
Up next, we have Kylie Flynn. In Kylie's 4 years here at Carver Center, she appeared in 6 Carver Theater Company shows and 2 Trapdoor shows. This year, she was a member of the Trapdoor Leadership, serving as the company coordinator. Kylie's work veered deeply into satire this year, and tonight's piece is an example of that satire. As a content warning, tonight's piece does include a description of assault. She will go on to continue her studies next year at Gettysburg. Please welcome Kylie Flynn with her piece, Women's March.
Hi everybody, don't mind me. Hi everybody. Jesus Christ. It's real sunny out here today, right? Hi. Hello, fellow women. I am here today at the Women's March, the historic Women's March. For the past 4 years, the Women's March has made waves in American culture and American history. Today, I am absolutely honored to be speaking here in front of all of you. I just hope that anything I say today can touch the heart of any young girl out there. And if I have done that, then I have done my job. Too many people today are misguided, misjudged, and misled. And I hope my words can change that. Throughout history, feminists, like you guys call yourself today, have begged and cried and fought for equality, starting with the suffrage movement in the early 20th century, then to a call for independence from men in the 60s, all leading up to today with the Women's March, the Me Too movement, and a call for an end to rape culture. All of these movements have one very important thing in common: bitching. If one thing has proven consistent throughout history, it is that women will always find something to bitch about. Seriously, all this complaining, it's happening right now. You guys are booing me off the stage. You see, that's why I'm friends with guys. No catty drama, no gossip, no sleepovers. Just me and the bros. Just me and the bros. Seriously, what happened to inclusivity? I thought this march was supposed to be for everyone, for all women, right? Seriously. Are you kidding me? 2 men booing a woman off the Women's March stage. Ridiculous. As I was saying, studies show that women are both physically and psychologically weaker than men. Studies from the National Institute of Mental Health show that women are twice as likely to develop signs of mental illness than compared to men. Studies also show that women exert up to 40% less upper body strength than men. As the facts show, women are clearly the weaker sex. And there's nothing wrong with that, right, ladies? Well, we just need to take that into account when talking and interacting with men. The recent development of the Me Too movement has taken advantage of women's naivete and neuroticism, making the world tougher and tougher for men. Women have been indoctrinated to believe that casual compliments and locker room talk are now sexual harassment, and men are now forced to walk on eggshells around all women, suppressing their natural urges. To make matters worse, the recent allegations of important, talented celebrities have put men in even more danger. As we've seen with many of these unfortunate men, one allegation, false or true, can ruin a whole career. Women have victimized themselves in order to destroy the careers of these men. For example, some women cry and whine about how they don't get enough compliments, or how they wish someone would ask them on a date, or how they're insecure about how they look. And then when a kind-hearted man comes up to them on the street when they're alone at around 10 p.m. at night, walking home from the bar, and ask them on a date and follow them home, they call this catcalling and stalking. It's ridiculous. Isn't that what you wanted? Doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. According to a study run by several female scientists, if you could even call them that, memory suppression is a key part of post-traumatic stress disorder, explaining why women come forward about their trauma years later. This is all very convenient, seeing as it was accredited to several women. How come our country's heroes, our firefighters, our soldiers, our police officers, can remember every detail of their experiences, but these women can't remember if they were raped or not? Very suspicious. I see you giving me dirty looks. We all know it's true. Come on. Guys. Women should be seen, not heard. Oh my god, I was just joking! God, women are so sensitive. Jesus Christ. Anyways, I bet you're thinking to yourselves, what now? Do we continue to suppress free male speech and teach men about their supposed privilege, all the while encouraging women to wrongfully accuse men of rape? No. It's women who need to be taught. How do we educate a group of people that are so far gone, you ask? Well, we need to start with understanding and recognizing the needs and wants of the male sex. Studies show that a majority of men think about sex at least once a day, while only 1/4 of women think about sex at least once a day. Therefore, men are more focused on sex than women. As we all know, suppression of natural urges is always negative. How else are these men supposed to express their needs? In order to keep men healthy, women must be understanding of their needs and cater to them appropriately. Excuse me, are they allowed to leave? Really? Shows how much you guys care about women's issues, right? Right. Okay. Where was I? Oh, yes. This education must begin early, as opinions can be shaped as early as 3 or 4 years old. Preschool teachers must incorporate examples of men giving females compliments in their classrooms. For example, teachers could work through some of these compliments and responses with the children to learn the proper way to respond and fulfill the needs of men. As children get older, they'll need more interactive, in-depth lessons on the subject. A good lesson could utilize role-playing. A male and female student could be paired together. The male could ask, "Can you please undress for me?" And the female can respond with a kind, encouraging, "Yes, sir." By teaching girls to obey and fulfill the wishes of men, they can help their male counterparts thrive. Today, are you kidding me? What? Was that a crock? Did you guys seriously just throw a crock at me? That is pathetic. Really. Women. Jesus Christ, a crock. Women today just don't know what they want. When she says, "I really don't care where we go to dinner tonight," and then you take her to the Golden Corral, she starts yelling at you. Then she says, "I don't think we're gonna do anything for Christmas this year." But then when she buys you a new grill and you get her nothing, she's mad? Then when she says, "I wish you would compliment me in front of your friends more often," so you go to your friends and you tell her how she's a hot piece of ass, that's objectifying her? And then she says, "I think you need to take more control in the bedroom." So you force yourself on her and she calls it rape? Seriously, the way women today send mixed signals and complain about getting something that they asked for is absolutely ridiculous and unfair. Instead of asking for it and then complaining about it afterwards, women can go with the flow and let men enjoy themselves. To aid with men's enjoyment, women can wear modest makeup, flattering but not too flattering clothing, and maybe a push-up bra. Modern feminism wants you to let go of your health, gain weight, and dye your hair blue. In the words of the late and great Rush Limbaugh, modern feminism was established as to give unattractive women access to the mainstream society. Yes, he really did say that. Lastly, when women learn how to respect and fulfill the needs and wants of men, there will be no reason for a man to use force on a woman. Rape is classified as non-consensual sex. If women always consent, rape will be a thing of the past. With rape eliminated, far less people would be in jail. Upwards of 200,000 people are currently in jail for sex offenses. Abortion would also decline significantly, as many cite rape as a reason to abort a baby. Mental illness would also decline, as sexual trauma can often lead to depression, anxiety, PTSD, and likewise. With rape eliminated, men and women can prosper. Thank you. Thank you. I would like to thank my husband for allowing me to be here.
Ma'am, I don't need you to leave. You gotta go.
Oh, okay. I'm taking the crock. Okay? I'm taking the crock. I'm taking my stool. Bye.
Money, man, life goes on. I'm hopeful, yes I am hopeful for today. Take this music and use it, let it take you away.
Up next, we have Kristen Omegbalu. In her time here at Carver Center, Kristen appeared in 3 Carver Theater Company shows and was a part of the cast of 2 Trapdoor shows. Next year, she will go on to bring her unique voice to the filmmaking program at the Howard University. At last night's Senior Awards, she was named the recipient of the Acting Prime Award from the Carver Foundation. Please welcome Kristen Omegbalu with her piece, The DJ Coon Morning Show.
Hello, y'all. This is the DJ Coon speaking, live from the WKFC radio station. It is a beautiful Tuesday morning with the sun shining through the studio window, birds are chirping, and cars are honking all right. And I've got my coffee and Monster here. You know, a little reviver from the night I had last night, am I right? And we have traffic moving as smoothly as usual. Or maybe not. And here they come, folks. Give it up for our boys in blue. Thank you for your service, gentlemen. Thank you for your service. Oh, here's a message from my pretty lady of a producer. Oh, there's been an accident on I-695 South towards Glen Burnie, around exit 12B through C. It's sounding pretty bad, folks. A 6-car pileup that's obstructed the entire freeway. But fortunately enough, our boys in blue have just arrived to divert traffic flow. Once again, give it up for our boys in blue. That sucks, though. Imagine traffic on your way home from work because some idiots don't know how to drive. What? Come on. I'm kidding. Guys, they're displeased with me from behind the glass. It was a joke. I'm not going anywhere anyway. Oh, come on. Not you too, Jim. Jim's our sound mixer, by the way. Come on. Okay, alright. Now, my pretty lady of a producer is telling me to wrap things up. How boring! Snooze fest! There it is, Jim. I knew you were hiding a smile from me. Okay, I'm wrapping it up. Okay, remember to call in at 410-555-2461. One caller gets 2 front row seat tickets to Neverland, a retelling of Peter Pan in 6 parts at the Hippodrome Theater downtown. Okay, alright. Now here's an ad from our sponsors about Mr. Whitney's Whitening Cream.
Perfections? No more. Blemishes? No more. Dark skin? No more. Thanks to Mr. Whitney's Whitening Cream, all your problems will be solved as fast as you can spell BLACKVGONE. Black be gone. The product was first developed during the War of States' Rights back in the later years of the 19th century, when the founder, Mr. Whitney, took it upon himself to elevate society above the paper bag and under status. He always said, "Bright is right," words which ring truer than the day they were first uttered. Once again, that is Mr. Whitney's Whitening Cream, exclusively in the inner cities and in the Walgreens or CVS next to your nearest hip-hop fish and chicken restaurant. Mr. Whitney's Whitening Cream. Be beautiful.
Now let's take some of your calls. Wow, the phone is going crazy today. Let's hear what you have to say.
Hi there, DJ Coon. I just wanted to thank you for all your support to the police. You know, nowadays, it's like you can't even walk outside without being hated on. Like, what do we even do? Shoot a couple people? Kneel on a neck or two? Everyone does that. Thank you so much for being a pure-blooded American patriot.
Appreciate you for calling in, buddy. I see you and I hear you. We gotta get those people to learn, am I right? Okay, moving on to the next caller. Talk to me.
Morning, DJ Kuhn. I'm a recent listener of your show. Very recent, in fact. This is my first time listening. I searched you up on the Google, and I just wanted to say, how dare you? Your show is disrespectful. And I don't know who you are or even what you look like, but you sure are bold to be speaking as you do, knowing that no one really knows what you look like. Only a coward spews this nonsense without an image attached to it.
Ouch! Slow your roll, Jamal. Please, don't pull up the 9. No need to be aggressive over here, dummy. All right, okay, come on. I'm just defending my good old American values.
Sure,
when did that become a crime?
but come on, man. Your shit is hateful. What the hell?
Well, I think I'm reflecting the beliefs of
Which
many
Americans?
Wow. All Americans. And for you to insinuate that my rhetoric has anything to do with race is just racist. You know, I am concerned. Why is it such a crime to be so outspoken? You know, my brothers and I, our ancestors, we fought for our right to speak. Just like you did. For your rights and humanity or whatever. Now, my pretty lady of a producer is telling me to wrap things up, so bye-bye. Thank you for calling, boy. Okay. Wow. Wasn't that a little crazy, folks? People are so, dare I say it, sensitive nowadays. Where did the days go where you could just speak freely? I miss them. Now, let's get into our next segment. Whose voice is it anyway? Now, longtime listeners of the show, you know already know how to play. But for the newbies like our friend Jamal here, here's the catch. I'm going to play a short clip of a historical figure speaking, and you all have to call in and guess who it is. Okay, all right. Now, we haven't given away these tickets just yet, so call in at 410-555-2461. And here we go.
This represents a turning point for the people of this country. We are determined to take our country back. We're going to fulfill the promises of Donald Trump. That's what we believed in. That's why we voted for Donald Trump, because he said he's going to take our country back, and that's what we got to do.
Okay, now, whose voice is it anyway? Thank you for calling. What's your name and where are you from?
Howdy there, my name is Cheryl Lamb, and I'm calling in from Cecil County, just by the cornfields. Whose voice that is? That is no one other than David Duke, the former leader of a little organization. I forget the name, you know.
Spot on, Cheryl, and that is David Duke, who was a wise leader during his time. Thank you for calling. Bye-bye. Okay, next clip. Here we go.
When I think about the fact that Ronald Reagan was the governor of California, Richard Nixon was the president of the U.S., the whole apparatus of the state was set up against me. They had all of their resources, and the FBI, the police, and they really meant to send me to the death chamber in order to make a point. It really didn't matter who I was, or it was that I was a very convenient figure to make a point that they would suppress any efforts at revolution and liberation.
Okay. Now, thank you for calling. Whose voice is it anyway? Your name and location, please.
Hi, I'm Sarah calling in from Woodlawn. That is no one other than the infamous federal criminal who was a part of the Negro Panthers movement, if you will, Angela Bassett.
that is Angela Bassett of the Black Panther Party that existed in the late 20th century. Oh, wait, I'm getting a gesture from my producer. Oh, that is not, in fact, Angela Bassett, and instead is an Angela Davis. I apologize, everyone, for the confusion. You know they all look alike. So, no points for you, Sarah. Sorry. Thank you for calling. But I do have something special for you. You are the winner to the 2 tickets to Neverland, a retelling of Peter Pan in 6 parts. Tell me you're excited. I know you're excited.
Oh my god! I really was! I was! Thank you so much! I've never won anything before!
You're welcome, babe. Okay, so make sure to wipe off the phone after this call, alright? And, don't shy away from the Mucinex. It's allergy season. Let's get that cracking. Thank you, Sarah. Okay. Awesome game today. Educating me a little bit. Angela Davis. Interesting. Never heard of him. Okay, it's time for another commercial, so here we go.
DJ Cool Show. We stand with you. We're next to you on the front lines. At Nike, we encourage you to march right in with our new shoe, the Black Lives Matter VaporMax Pro ones. Stomp out the brutality with our new memory foam infused soles. Kick the hell out of oppression with these new kicks. Nike, just do it. None of the proceeds belong to any relief aid funds or organizations. Nike. DJ Cool.
Okay, we're going to be wrapping things up a bit here. Okay, I just want to thank you all for tuning in and listening. I want to thank you to the nice hot Miss Producer lady over there. And I want to thank Jim, the Honorable Jim. Jim, I'm so grateful for all that you do here. Thank you. Okay, this has been the DJ Coon Show. Thank you and have a good morning.
DJ Cool Show.
Up next, we have Layla Woodward. Over her 4-year span here at Carver, Layla was part of the cast of 3 Carver Theater Company shows and 2 Trap Door shows. Next year, she will go on to continue her study of acting at Towson University as a part of their BFA in Acting program. As a content warning, her piece tonight does include descriptions of depression. Please welcome Layla Woodward with her piece, Becoming.
I've always liked the way that my dad tells stories. I think, like most dads, he likes to tell them the most once he's had a few drinks. And every dad has their go-to story that they tell for when they're entertaining a crowd. But my favorite part, I think, was that my dad had a lot of those. Like, a lot. Like, you could sit down at the table and it would be a very, very long time later and he still would not have run out of stories to tell you. But he always made it really hard to mind because he told stories as if they had just ingrained themselves into his mind. There were no memories that were not vivid in sound or color or detail. I mean, it's really just the way that he remembered things. But he liked to tell stories about Patterson Park, about the kids growing up in his neighborhood, about times in college, concerts he's been to, just stupid stuff he's done, just about anything he could remember well enough. There's just something so important about the way that he remembers things. It's as if the stories hold on to him so tight that it's like he just keeps them in a box and pulls it out every once in a while to go ahead and look at them, but it's actually much simpler than that. It's just that he holds on to the memory so tightly that he could tell you about them in detail even today. Remembering is how he reaches into who he is and then shares it with the people around him. Remembering helps him see what makes him sad, happy, or angry, just what makes him him. And he is in no way stuck in all of those memories, believe me, but he finds them as a valuable means of communication. Yeah, I mean, we're part of the human experience, and it's a story that's still unfolding, and I always want to be here to see what happens. I mean, the stuff that came before us is like a movie that has occurred, and that story's been told, and we're sort of like a part of the sequel, and it's still unfolding. And it's a good movie, right? It's not one that you get bored with and so want to get up and walk out. And so I want to be here to see where it goes. I want to see, what happens with my children's lives. I want to see what happens with our country and the world and the balance of power. I want to see if we're able to solve problems with the environment. I don't want to miss that. I don't want to stop before the story's told. I want to know who's going to win the World Cup in 2026, right? I want to see that, and the fear of not being able to see that is heavy. So yeah, I think the most important thing for me is I want to see where it goes. I want to see not how it ends necessarily, because obviously we don't want it to end, but I just want to be able to peer in and see in. And so I'm grateful for the time, but it's just by being a part of the human experience. We're part of it. We're part of the story. We're part of the movie. We're in the movie. We have a bit role, some of us have large ones, but I think it's amazing the time that we're living in, and it's sort of like a turning point. And I don't know if everybody feels that way, like if their lives when they were growing up, in the 1950s was that a turning point, and then growing up in the 1900s, was that a turning point? But I feel like we're at a turning point for the world for a number of different reasons, and man, I want to see it. I've always loved the way that my dad tells stories. I was never any good at it, though. It always kind of felt like an observable phenomenon that when I started talking, other people stopped listening, which, didn't bother me. I never complained about it, but just like, I would just silence and observe. But I think that's why it annoyed me so much when my mom had nothing but questions. Like, she just is somebody who sees all the big grandeur in the small things, and so the big things are even bigger. My sister said that about my grandmother once, so I think that's probably where my mom gets it. But I think that's why she asks all the questions, because she wants to know that I feel supported, that I know that I have somebody whose opinion I can turn to, that I feel like somebody knows who I am, that there's somebody who cares about the things that I care about, that there's someone who's listening to me, because she genuinely is. She loves very endlessly. And I think that's probably a few more things that she gets from my grandmother. And I can name more than one thing? Okay. Well, it's kind of easy. Certainly having children have made it very easy to want to stay and stick around. One of the biggest questions that I think all of us have, and I'm no exception, is what happens after we die, and is God real? And I am constantly reminded that there is definitely something bigger than us, because we have dogs. And dogs are definitely a reminder that, to me, that there is a God, whoever he or she is, and there's someone that wants us to be happy because they gave us dogs. So yeah, my children, for sure, dogs, and then I guess the fear of death makes me want to
We can reach those. Okay. I thought.
And here comes Dad.
It's okay.
Are we still recording? Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah, and then I think so. Dogs, my children, the death, and then love. Like, love is one of the most amazing things, I think, that we have as humans, to be loved, to give love. So yeah, and I'm just a hopelessly optimistic person, so I can always see the bright side and the silver lining in things. So I think that's maybe one of my gifts, and why, I want to stick around, see it to the end. Yeah. I've always loved the way that my dad tells stories, and he's not afraid to share them with anyone. He loves to share. But I found that my sister actually has a lot of stories too, but she's a little bit more reserved in sharing them with other people. Not to say that she won't, but you just won't see her going out of her way. And so I think that's kind of why, for the longest time, I saw her as this puzzle that I needed to put together and figure out. And I mean, while she has been described as ethereal by friends, she really just doesn't feel the need to tell these stories. But I'm sure that if you just ask, she would be more than happy to share with you all that she has to offer. Okay, so when I think about what makes me want to keep living, there is a lot of things. There's the obvious, like my family, my friends, my partner, my cat. But then I think besides that, it's just, at the risk of sounding cliche, it really is just the little things. And it's little moments of connection with other people that make them feel more full and make you feel more full. And it's like right now I'm just sitting and looking out at my backyard, and I'm looking at like the birds and the squirrels crawling on the power lines, and the green leaves that I waited so long for over the winter. And I just love all of those little things. And I think that those are the things that help me learn more about myself. And that's another thing that I don't want to miss, is I want to keep learning about myself, and I want to learn how to really love myself. I think I spent a lot of my young adulthood not really liking myself very much, or not really knowing who I was. So I want to keep learning about myself. I've always loved the way that my dad tells stories. I think my brother does too. But then again, he likes seeing people happy. He's one of those people where if you are in dire need of a favor, or even just minimal need of a favor, he will drop everything and be like, "Can I help you? How can I help you? What can I do for you?" I think that's why he loves sitting at the table and just watching my dad's face just light up while he tells these stories. Seeing other people happy makes him feel whole. And I think that's one of his best attributes. He's one of the most supportive people I've ever known. You want me to answer now? Okay. I think of my dogs and my family and seeing them achieve their goals and their dreams and celebrating with them. I think of taking drives on the back roads with the windows down, playing my favorite songs. I think of impromptu get-togethers with my siblings. Yeah, that's it. I've never understood the mindset of like go, 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 go. You know, like not in of like fast-paced society or anything, because I mean, I've definitely become an impatient. No. I've never really understood the idea behind the mindset of like go, 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 go. Not in like the idea of fast-paced society and how everything comes to us really quickly now, because I've definitely become an impatient person too. I'm not immune, but I mean like the idea of like always facing forward and never looking back, as if your neck is stuck facing the future. Like looking back is drowning, and wholly focusing on your future and everything in front of you is the only way to swim. Like I don't get that, and it all kind of feels like a bunch of nothing. But then again, that's kind of the problem, I guess, is that now when I think about it at all, it just kind of feels like a bunch of nothing. Because, you know, I mean, most of the time I'm feeling this immense sense of dread, but I mean, it's probably self-inflicted. Actually, it's most likely self-inflicted, but you can't really snap it away, so here we are stuck with it. But I'm also a very angry person, so it's very easy for me to feel like a full pot of water on a boiling hot stove. So yeah, I've got that anger too. But then, oh yeah, also, as almost anybody who has ever interacted with me knows, I overthink about everything. I think about everything until you could possibly think about it anymore. But what do you know? I will find a way. So I am filled with this dread and this anger and this worry. Oh yeah, and one more less fun thing, unwavering depression. Yeah. But I mean, who doesn't know what that is? So yeah, I'm filled with this dread and this anger and this worry and this sadness, and each of them fill me up one time over, and so they're all mixing and clashing together violently until I can't really tell one from another, and then they all just explode into this huge feeling of hopelessness. And it just feels like a bunch of nothing. And I know that at one point or another you've probably felt that feeling too, and I'm sorry. There's nothing worse than that feeling, I know it. It's so extremely debilitating. So now when that whole thing becomes a constant fluctuation, which, how does that work? It's just those thoughts of worth come to you, and of why am I here? Why does it matter that I stand where I do when my insides are eating away at me, hoping that I will disappear into nothing? Because it becomes so easy to wonder how sweet of a release it would be once you have to spend a little bit more time with yourself than you'd like to. But I mean, that's why it's so fucking annoying when people tell you to just go, 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 to just keep looking at the future, that if you focus on your future, the only way to go is up, that it is so important for you to take everything that you're feeling and just guide it into something that you can build for yourself, because you want to know what the end is important. You need to work hard in the middle so that you can get to that end and have a really great end, because the end is all that matters. But how can I make it to that end if I don't even want to be in this middle, and I don't care about the end anymore? How do I do that? All of that, it's so simplified. It's nothing. Nothing is that simple. That's why I love the way that my dad tells stories, because it reminds me of everything that is important to me. Because we can't live like sharks. We can't just keep moving forward constantly without looking behind us or stopping. As if the people who are looking back are the ones who are afraid of progress, because if that were the case, why do we video everything? Why do we take pictures? Why do we have holidays? Why do we ask to hear stories as a child? Why do we do anything? It's because we like reminiscing. We like remembering. It's not that it gives us structure, it's that it reminds us of what's important to us. It reminds us of what we want from life, what things that we would change in our lives, what things we wouldn't change for the world. And so that's why I stop and I think. I think about being in my backyard as a kid and holding cicadas in my hands 16 years ago. I think about going to my grandmother's house every day and playing town, and she would always let me be the mayor. And I remember sitting in silence with my family the night that she died. I remember the first play that I did in high school. I remember my first breakup. I remember every single night I've ever spent with my best friend. I remember all the times playing soccer with my friends when I was little, and I remember every moment of growth and decay, and I remember that little girl. Her favorite dress had blue and white stripes, and she always wore it with her neon multicolored high tops that her mom said made her look like Punky Brewster, like she knew what that meant. And the little girl, actually, she remembers all of that too. And so I think about that, and I think about all the people that I live for. And so when it becomes hard to want to live even for them, and the weight of my mind pulls me down into my bed, I will separate from myself, and I will remember the little girl that I was. And I will live, and I will fight for her every day. My therapist tells me that life can be the love letter that you write to other people, but you can also write it to yourself. So I guess that's what I'm doing here. I live for all of those people, but I live for her too. I live for her too. And I mean, with all that I have around me, what's not to love? Thank you.
Up next, we have Amanda Craig. Amanda had an impressive 4 years here at Carver Center. She appeared as part of the cast in 4 Carver Theater Company shows. She also appeared in 2 Trapdoor shows, directed a Trapdoor show, and served as the artistic director of the Trapdoor Theater Company this year. In fact, last night, she was honored at the Senior Awards with the award for Outstanding Contribution to the Trapdoor Theater Company. Next year, she will continue her studies at the University of California, Los Angeles, or UCLA. Amanda's piece is a satire, and as a content warning, does include references to both sexual assault and rape. Now, please welcome Amanda Craig with her piece, Close the Gap.
Hi, everybody. Hello. Hi. Welcome in. Yes, everybody, come on. Take a seat. Take a seat. I know I'm seeing some confused faces because we are all here involuntarily, but it is okay, and I will explain it in one short minute if everybody can just take their seats. Yeah? Okay, great. Welcome everybody. I am here. I'm your host for today. And I just want to be the very first to welcome you to rehab. Welcome to rehab. Yes. Oh, still some confused faces. Do we not know why we're here? No? Okay. Why do we think we're here? Why do we think we're in rehab? Red V-neck back there? Nope, not drugs. Not drugs. Any other guesses? Oh, yeah? No. Not alcohol. Close though, close. It is actually far worse than any of those. It is the #1 cause of death for men in America. Simping. I know, let it resonate with you. Really, you could die. What is simping? What does simp mean, first of all? Simp is a slang insult for men who are too attentive and submissive to women. Translation, the word simp is men doing anything for a girl. Yes. So, how do we know that we're a simp? We'll really get through that now that we understand the basic definition, yeah? So today we're gonna walk through the basic rehabilitation process, which starts with our very important step 1, which is admitting that you have a problem. I know, so how do we know that? You blatantly ignore the golden rule. Any guesses to what the golden rule is? Bros before hoes. Yes, I know. Okay, so we're gonna do show of hands. Who has put a hoe before their bro in the past 2 months? Okay, keep your hands up, but past 6 months, past year. Look to your left, look to your right. Who doesn't have a hand up? Nobody, exactly. Oh, we have a couple stragglers, but don't worry, we'll get you there soon, okay? Okay, we'll try some examples. You've been playing Call of Duty for 15 hours straight. Your girlfriend calls you and tells you that her entire family has been brutally murdered. Do you A, hang up with the boys and call your girlfriend, B, hang up with the boys and go see your girlfriend, or C, block her number? I'll give you a minute to think. This is a hard one. Block her! If you blocked her, that is the correct answer. Correct answer C, blocking her, yes. No one should come in between the time for you and your boys. And if someone does, especially a woman, it's time to block. Yes, thank you everybody. Okay, moving on. Another example, we have it's your mom's birthday. What do? Get her a candle the day of? Buy her that new blender that she really wants and has been talking about for 14 weeks straight? Or C, don't get her anything. This is a trick question, I know, but women are objects. They don't have birthdays. That one's a little confusing, I know. But think about the chair you're sitting on. Would you get your chair a birthday gift? No. So why should you get a woman a birthday gift? You shouldn't. All right, still not convinced? Here are some more surefire ways that you are, in fact, definitely a simp. You did a face mask, you watched a musical, or worse, movie musical. You spent the entire day with a woman and received no sex in return. You hung out with a woman all day. You were sent nudes and didn't forward them to everyone that not only that she knows, but everyone you know too. If she consented to send them to you, she consents for everybody to see them. You love your mom, of course, or you refuse to say offensive things or slurs. No member of the boys are snowflakes. Or you support any minority group. There are no minorities in the boys, okay? Zero tolerance policy for snowflakes. Here's some visual examples for you though, okay? We're gonna play a little bit of a game. In this picture up here, what is he doing that makes him a simp? Nobody? Just call out. A selfie, yes, exactly. We can also see here that he is smiling, which is completely unacceptable as men don't have emotions and therefore there is no reason to smile. Of course, we have him here petting a dog. Yes, being caring or compassionate is gross. And of course, this actually is a female dog, which is another big no-no, because not only is he giving affection, but he's giving affection to a female dog. No. Here we have him wearing a mask, exactly. Trying to protect yourself from a virus is not something one of the boys would do. We are too strong for that, huh? Yeah. This one has two. Call out. It is the skincare face mask. We are too busy. Oh, the boys are too busy being the breadwinners to have any time for skincare. Leave that for the ladies, right? Yeah. What's the other one here? Any ideas? Well, as you can see, he is hugging the woman in this picture. Hugging is off limits. Yes, that is simp behavior. Yes, exactly. Oh, a question. Yes, you are absolutely right. That is me in the photos. That is before me and my boyfriend at the time went through the rehabilitation process. He went through the rehabilitation process for simp after some of his amazing friends were concerned for him. And then I got involved in the rehabilitation process myself and became an executive board member here. He now runs the league championship team and is one of our greatest success stories. He is flipping off a woman here. He dumped his girlfriend, me, and is now a full-fledged member and fully committed to the boys. Yes, talk about a success story. I know, very proud, so proud. Step 2, of course, is abstinence. Rule number 1 is we have no temptations, no women in the program to tempt you off of your journey. Oop, a question again. So many questions today. I love this group. Yes, purple shirt. Oh, no. I am not like a woman, in the traditional sense, as I am just one of the guys, I'm one of the boys. I'm not here for girl drama. I'm not here to steer you off the path of, your journey to not being a simp anymore. I'm just here to help, okay? Just like me and all of the other female guest speakers that are here. And rule number 2 is, of course, approved activities only. We keep you to a very strict schedule, full of fun though, but just to make sure that you can be fully focused on your journey. Yeah, we'll go over that schedule right now. Bright and early, I know, but wake up at 2 p.m. Breakfast is served until 3. We have a buffet style with beef jerky, cold pizza, warm beer, and a giant can of Powerade that hasn't been cleaned in years, but it gives it an extra kick. Of course, 3 p.m., get ready. We don't have showers anywhere on the premises. We don't feel that that is necessary for the boys, but we will provide you with a bottle of Axe body spray. You can either use the whole thing on yourself or you can shotgun it, and that will prepare you actually for your final exam. We'll get into that later. 4 to 5 p.m., my favorite part of the day, is seminar time. Seminar is a great way to learn and fully understand what you're doing wrong and how to better yourself as an individual. We will go over some of our featured seminars on the next slide. From 5 to 6 p.m., we have our fitness time. I either have our great big gymnasium full of drywall that you can practice punch, hitting, kicking, anything. And then we do have a printer, not for hitting, but for printing out pictures of women and their faces so you can practice hitting women. Yeah. Of course, from 6 to 8 p.m., we have our nap time after a very long day of hard work. That you will have the chance to nap. If you don't want to nap, you can either extend your fitness time. You can maybe join our flag football team, or you can start your gaming time early, which brings us to my next part for 8 p.m. to 4 a.m., which is gaming time. There are very little restrictions on gaming time. You can play whatever you want. We have a ton of different options, and we have the suggestions box. So, if there's a game we don't have but you would like to see, you can put that in there, and we'll make sure to get it as soon as possible. And of course, we begin with just once a round. We think it's really good to call someone a slur and tell them to kill themselves, at least once per round. More advanced, we hope to increase to about 5 times per round. But for you guys, beginners, your first week, just once. Featured seminars. One of my very favorites, of course, is Looking the Other Way, a guide to ignoring that your friends are predators, with guest speaker Nick Bodecker, who is the president of Sigma Alpha Epsilon. Does anyone know what that fraternity is? It is the #1 fraternity with sexual assault and rape charges. I know, it is super exciting. Because of the support of you, your friends, and your family members, we get to have amazing guest speakers like this. We also have He's Just Flirty, How to Convince Women You Aren't a Predator, with guest speaker Harvey Weinstein. How to Be a Man, guest speaker Candace Owens. I know, sometimes confused faces. Again, she's just one of the guys, just here to help aid you on your journeys, and of course, she is the expert in all things manly. Rape jokes are still jokes. 101 Reasons Why Women Are Far Too Sensitive with guest speaker Ben Shapiro. And Is She Asking For It? How to Know a Woman Wants It Without Asking with guest speaker Brock Turner. And then of course one of our required courses is Guide to Video Games, Call of Duty, Fortnite, and League. This will be similar to Gaming Time, just an extension where you really learn the basics of how to destroy people's self-esteem. And then, you know, same thing, Call of Duty, Fortnite, League, but you can also suggest your own kind of games, yeah? Okay, cool. Step 3 is advanced recovery. Once you finish your required courses and your period of abstinence, no women, you may text out of rehab with an exam. I know it sounds scary, but I promise it's not. So the first part of the exam is that you inventor your own simulation. VR, virtual reality glasses, and you'll have a specialized, individualized scenario just for you based on what you've been working on in this program. Some examples from past years of those scenarios have been slipping a girl a roofie without her noticing, punch a hole in the drywall and then call your mom a bitch for being upset about it, kick a puppy for being a bitch, and convince a hard-to-get woman to have sex with you even after she said no at least 17 times. And of course, this one we practice a lot, but shotgun that bottle of Axe body spray. Final test. This is no longer a virtual reality. If you pass your simulation, you are able to move on into the real world, where you get to kidnap, rape, and murder your very own woman. I know, it is very exciting. Good question, yes. Oh, no, this is 100% real. We give you a little bit of an ankle monitor so we can track you. You go out into the world, you find yourself a woman that you would like to kidnap, rape, and murder, and we will be watching you to make sure that you do so successfully. If you ever see like a mail truck or like a UPS truck, that's us. We're always watching. Don't get it twisted, we will find you. Of course, our mission. Our goal is very clear when it comes to this program. It's not only to stop simping, but to focus on the 97% of women who have experienced some form of sexual harassment. But with your help and the help of this program, we can work to close the gap and make sure that 100% of women are very happy and satisfied. Please enjoy your rehabs today. I'm so excited to have you all here. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye.
Up next, we have Ashlyn Teague. In Ashlyn's 4 years here at Carver Center, she appeared as part of the cast in 3 Carver Theater Company shows and 2 Trapdoor shows. Next year, she will move on to continue her study of acting at San Diego State University. Please welcome Ashlyn Teague with her piece, a satire called Balls Back.
Babe, please, I really want to go to the party. But Max is hosting, come on, you love Max. Well, you act like you do. That's so stupid. Who cares if you have an early soccer game in the morning? I mean, geez, you're a teenager. Lighten up and live a little. I mean, like, can't you just tell your mom that you're doing a movie night at my house? Oh, crap, she is taking us. Well, a movie night at Max's? Oh, please, I really want to go. Are you kidding me? No, I can't go alone. The boys absolutely flame the fuck out of guys that go in dateless. I'll look so fucking damn it. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that. I'll look stupid. And I'm gonna look like I'm not getting any action. I mean, I barely am as it is. Allie, come on. You know I'm just joking. I'm just playing, babe. You know, I don't really care about that kind of stuff. Yeah, no, it's just a joke. Yeah, calm down. Unless you wanted to... Okay, jokes. I know, you're not down. It's completely fine. It's just a joke. Please, calm down. fine. Oh, all your hot NDP friends will be there. Babe. Just because they're hot doesn't mean that you're not hotter. I mean, sure, yeah, they have nice hair and banging bods, but you're almost there too. Yeah, come on, it'll be fun. It'll be fun. Now, please, can you go change? Yeah, get ready. We gotta go soon. Yeah. Okay, good. Go get ready. Just put something cute on. Hey, Allie. Don't be shy. You don't have to cover up in front of me. You know, I think we got a little time before the party if you wanna, I don't know, wanna get one in? Oh, Allie, you're killing me here. We haven't done it in literally forever. Allie, you're killing me. I'm dying here. I'm dying here. Please. I really want to. Allie, come on. Fine. Whatever. Be a freaking tease. You know, if you're gonna act like that, then I'm gonna act the same way and say no every time you ask to do it. What do you mean you never asked to do it? Fine, whatever. Just get dressed, okay? Put on something hot. I'm gonna call Max and let him know that we're going. Hey, yo, what's up with you, dummy? Yes, sir. Allie and I are going tonight. Yeah, man. Yeah. Okay, cool. So who's all going tonight? Yeah. Dude, Max, I don't care about the guys that are going. What girls are going? Okay. Dude, shut up. Shut up. No, like literally shut up. There's no way Raymond got Piper to go with him. The girl's a solid 10 and he's a solid 4. That has to be a pity date. Dude, she used to say no to me even when I used to ask her out. There's no way. Whatever. So, man, do you have the natty lights? Dude, how the frick are you gonna throw a party without natty lights? Ugh! I'm just gonna have to have Allie's sister run out and go grab us some before we go. Yeah, it's fine. I'll figure it out. What else you got? Frick no! Keep that girly shit out of there! Dude, I'm not touching any White Claws! If you're such into that sissy stuff, you might as well shove some Pink Whitney down your throat. Are you kidding me? Ugh! Disgusting. Dude, do better. Oh, wait, hold up. Yeah? Oh, yeah. You know, I'm cool with that. Yeah. Dude, we have a major bro problem. Dude, Allie wants to bring her gay best friend Matt tonight. Bro, I'm not freaking hydrophobic. I'm just scared he's gonna think I'm flirting with him if I'm too nice to him. Whatever. I'm just warning you, he's probably gonna be touching our girl's boobs more than we are tonight. Whatever. This freaking sucks. Yeah. Whatever, I'll just see you there. Okay. Bye, dummy. Yeah, he said it should be fine. Whoa. What do you think you're wearing? I said look hot, not look like a slut. Jesus. At that rate, I'm gonna have to stand in front of you all night so my bros don't think you're asking for it. Go, change. How freaking long does it have to take? No, I don't like that one. That one doesn't look good on you. Yeah, that one works. Yeah. Okay, yeah, looks fine. Are you ready to go? Okay, well then let's go.
Thank you so much, Miss Reynolds, for taking us to the movie tonight. We packed extra blankets and snacks for it as well. My mom will pick us up right when it's over, and then we'll take Allie home. I know, not too late. Allie has a game tomorrow.
Yo. Hey, yo, Max, what is up, dog? Yes, sir. What is up? Yeah, bro. I'm gonna get so shit-faced tonight. On God, dog. Yes, sir. Oh, just to warn you, that's Allie's friend over there, so... Yeah, I'm just warning you so you'll be, like, no to steer clear, you know? You feel me? Yeah. We call next round for Pong, by the way? Yeah, next round for Pong. Yeah. So, bro, have you bought your Turkey Bowl tickets yet? Bet! That's what's up. Yeah. I really wish I could, like, be in the stands with you guys. I'm sure that'll be really fun, but, I gotta be on the field this year. Dude, what are you talking about? Of course I played for the football team. Dude, no. Coach just doesn't put me in because he doesn't want his best players to get injured. Dude, you sound so retarded. Ooh, frick! No, dude, Allie doesn't let me say that word. She says it's a slur or something. What even is that? God. I freaking hate snowflakes sometimes, you know? Allie's lucky she's pretty, because if she wasn't, I wouldn't even be trying. Ready? Watch this. Trump! Yeah. Oh, damn. And see, like, look at David over there. Hey, yo, David, you got the whole fit looking drippy. Yes, sir. You got the MAGA hat. Yeah, and the Lamar jersey. Respect. Yes, sir. You got the khakis and the Sperry's. Oh, brother, it doesn't get much more drippy than that. That's what's up. Yeah. Oh, dude, Max. Okay, hear me out. If people fall asleep early tonight, can we draw dicks on their faces? Oh, in Sharpie? Let's go! Yes! Dude, tonight is gonna be so lit. Wait, where are you going? Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're good. Yeah, I don't really know that many people here. But yeah, you're good to go. I'll go find Allie. Allie and I will go, get it on or something, you know? Yeah, we'll sneak off. Yeah, don't worry about me. Yeah, see you, brother. Bye, dummy. Yeah. Allie? Frick. Allie! Okay. Yeah, get into it. Right, we do a little money man action. Yeah, I did a money man. I did the money dance. Yeah. Allie. Okay. Yeah. Allie? Yo, anybody down to start a mosh? Yeah? Yeah, mosh! No? Damn. Hey. Whatever. Hey, yo! I love your Ma jersey! Yeah, Ma! Yeah, that! Skull Vans! Yeah, brother, represent! They don't know what's coming for them this year. No, sir. Yeah. Oh, okay, bye. Yeah. Yo. Oh, wait, shit.
Yo, Max, we're for Pong. Dude, yeah, we're for Pong. Yeah, it's our turn. Yes, sir. Dude, are you kidding me right now? Dude, take the vineyard vines off before you spill beer on it. Freaking idiot. Yeah. Come on, let's show 'em my moves. Dude. We're playing a bunch of girls. Sorry, ladies. We're gonna try and take it easy on you. You know, we wouldn't want you to, like, break a nail or mess up your hair or anything like that. Yeah. Alright, do you wanna go first, man? Okay, sweet. Yeah, take it. There you go. Ready? I to I. Let's go! Yes, sir! Yeah! Ready? It's my turn now. I don't know what's coming for him. Ready? Kobe! Yes, sir! Both back, ladies! Both back! Yeah! That's what's up! Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Balls back, please? Yeah. Come on. We're just playing. Oh, yeah, balls back. Thank you. You're up next, bro. Dude, that was so poor. Whatever, I'm gonna have to save our butts now. You see this? You see this too, right? Excuse me, boys. I don't know who let Lockfield in here, but this is a party for Chesterfield only. Yeah. Dude, take that gay shirt off right now. No. Lockfield isn't allowed here. Either take the shirt off or get the hell out. Yeah. Rep the Chesterfield or get out. Yeah. You boys ready to lose another year in Turkey Ball? Huh? Yeah, that's what I thought, you know? Y'all can't keep up. Damn. Now, if you boys don't mind, you ruined a very important game with some very nice ladies. Wait, girls, where are you going? Those are your boyfriends. Whatever. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, that means we won. Yeah, you guys lost. Yeah, undefeated. That's what I'm talking about. Pong champs right here. Yeah, whatever. Dude, what are we gonna do now? This freaking sucks. You wanna just get drunk and shrug? Okay. Yeah, you're good. So you chug first, and I'll time you, okay? Okay, sweet. Ready? Set. Go. Chug. Yes, sir. Yes. That's what I'm talking about. That might be a new PR. Yeah. Okay, you got me? Yeah, you got me? Okay, just tell me when to go. Uh-huh. Oh, bro, that's what I'm talking about. No, I really think that was a new personal record. Yeah, no, man. I'm kind of feeling it now. Are you feeling it? Yeah, I'm kind of feeling it too. Yeah. So what do we do now? Okay. Did you hear about that new kid Brock from Lockfield who made over like $2,000 in stocks? Yeah. I recently just got in the market myself. Yeah. You know, I'm kind of thinking stocks is what I want to do with my life. Yeah. I mean, obviously I'm not doing as well as Brock, but that's just because Brock is daddy's money. Dude, what do you mean I have daddy's money? Just because my dad bought me a 2019 Corolla does not mean that I have daddy's money. I asked him for the 2021 Toyota Corolla and he bought me the 2019. No, I don't have my license yet. Why does that matter? No, dude, I wanted the 2021 so that I could have the newest model when I get my license. My dad is such a freaking cheap shot sometimes. And then he gets on my back about having bad grades, like, oh, I don't know, Dad, maybe if you would have bought me a better MacBook, I wouldn't be failing all my classes. Damn! I'm getting angry now. I'm getting really angry. Look at the veins. Look at the veins, bro. I think I need some Nick. Do you have Nick? Well, do you know anyone that has Nick? Frick. I really need some Nick right now. I just need to smoke something. Ugh. Hey, do you have Nick? Do you have Nick? No, frick. Frick, you sure you don't know anyone that has Nick, Max? Damn. Yo, Allie, does your friend have any Nick on him? Well, does he know anyone that has Nick on him? Damn it. Wait, what do you mean your mom's already here? Well, tell your mom to piss off. You mean my mom's already here? Okay, well then tell my mom to piss off. God, women, ugh. Okay, Allie, you know I didn't mean that. Calm down, okay? We don't have to leave right now. No, you're being ridiculous. You're being so ridiculous right now. We're not leaving. Allie, we're not leaving. Allie, wait, stop. Dude, I gotta go. Get some action for me. Yeah, brother, see you later. Allie, wait up!
And here we are, at the close of the evening. It's time to welcome our final performer. Our final performer of the evening is Ethan Holler. In Ethan's time here at Carver Center, he appeared as part of the cast in 7 Carver Theater Company shows and 2 Trapdoor Theater Company shows. In fact, last night at the Senior Awards, he was honored with the award for Outstanding Contribution to the Carver Theater Company. Next year, he will go on to continue his study of acting as a part of the Bachelor in Fine Arts program at Pace University in New York City. Now, please welcome Ethan Holler with his piece, The Man, the Myth, the Legend.
Oh, hello. I didn't see you there. Do I look familiar to you? I must be, because I'm that famous actor and writer. If you've been keeping up with pop culture news, you'll know that last night I won my very first Oscar award. Roll the clip. Wow. It really is crazy once you get up here. I remember practicing my speech in the mirror as a little boy, but anyway, there are so many people I want to thank. First to the Academy, for, giving me this great honor. Charming, aren't I? Yes. Well, you're probably wondering how I got to be here, to be up on that stage last night. And if you're not, then, I don't know, run to the bathroom or something. But, if you want to hear about me, the man, the myth, the legend, then sit back, because I'm about to take you on a little journey. Our story begins one fall afternoon during my senior year in high school. All right, time to apply for college. Let's see, okay. Best acting schools in the country. Oh. LA. New York. Chicago. I've never even been outside of my hometown of Milford Falls. How am I ever gonna fit in a big city like this? Oh well. Remember what Grandma said. Please stop talking. Okay, here goes nothing. Apply. I spent the next couple months applying to acting schools and sending in video auditions. I even sent in a few auditions into musical theater programs. We don't talk about that. Eventually, it was time to read my letters of acceptance. Okay, here goes nothing. Whatever happens, happens. All right. NYU, here we go. Rejected. Okay. All right, well, that's just one of many. Still have some great options, Let's see here. All right, UCLA, sunny California, here I go. Rejected. Yeah, rejected. Alright, what else do we have here? Ah, yes, Juilliard. Yes, Juilliard. Perfect school. Yes. Your audition was one of the worst we've ever seen. We are closing our doors. Oh, great. Okay, what do we have? Oh, rejected, okay. Rejected. What do we have here? Rejected. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Oh, accepted. Accepted. Huh. What school even is this? Huh. Ah, yes, the Milford Falls Academy of Art. Yes, perfect. All right, here I come. So, I spent the next several years at Milford Falls Academy. I worked hard and I was able to graduate with a theater degree. And I did eventually save enough money to move to Los Angeles. I wasn't able to get anything fancy, of course, just a crummy little apartment. But it served its purpose. My first night there, I made a checklist. 5 steps to becoming a movie star. Step 1, find an agent. All right, let's see. Hi. Hi, yes, is this the Screen Actors Guild? Yes, I'll take one of your best agents, please. Yeah. You don't do that? I see. I see. I see. Okay, well, give Glenn Close my best. All right, take care. Bye. All right, we'll have to come back to that one. Let's see what's next. Ah, yes. Step 2, get ripped. All right. Time for my workout. Okay, that's enough for today. Oh, that's enough for today. And step 3, and, oh, what is this? Oh. That's weird. I'm not expecting anyone.
Hi, I'm sorry to bother you. This is silly, but I got locked out of my apartment, and I was wondering if I could wait in here until the landlord brought a new key?
Oh, yep, sure, I don't see why not. Come in.
Oh, great. Thank you. What are you working on?
Oh, yeah, I'm trying to become an actor, so it's just a little how-to. Yeah. I just moved here, yeah.
Hey, well, my uncle's actually a talent scout down here. Maybe I could set up a meeting for you guys.
Oh my god, you would? Thanks, I don't even know what to say.
Hey, you help me, I help you. But I do have to warn you, my uncle only takes the best of the best.
Oh, that shouldn't be a problem. I was, the best of my class at MILF Arts, so.
You're funny.
I was just getting ready to put on a movie if maybe you wanted to, we could sit down and we could watch.
I'd like that very much.
I met with her uncle, the agent, and he liked me. Next thing I knew, I was in commercials left and right. Oof, that's my stomach. I sure am hungry. I wish there was something amazing I could eat. That's right, the McRib is back!
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba, I'm loving it.
If you or a loved one have taken Zephyr and have experienced spontaneous combustion, then you are entitled to financial compensation.
Eventually, I booked a recurring role on season 23 of Grey's Anatomy.
I'm sorry, ma'am. There was nothing we could do. The yogurt in your son's system was too strong. Oh, you're still here? Okay. Well, where was I? Yes, my character in Grey's Anatomy, of course, did get killed off from food poisoning at the end of the last season. Roll the clip.
Doctor. The light's fleeting. This might be the last you ever see of Dr. Evan Birchwood.
The money I made from it was enough to get me going, and I got more bit roles. I worked my way up, and eventually I was approached by somebody who worked for Wes Anderson.
I got called in to read for his new film called The Splendid Madness of Mr. Dupree.
I don't know, don't you think it's just a little tight? Oh, we're rolling. Okay, sorry, hi. Hi, alright, so just start whenever we're ready? Okay, thank you. But sir, it was my mother's dying wish for me to be this train conductor. Please, sir. Please. That's all you need? You want me to try it again, or? Okay. Thanks.
After it was over, I called my girlfriend to tell her how it went. Oh, you remember, the woman who walked into my apartment a few years prior?
I don't know, it just didn't feel right, you know? I asked to read more, but they wouldn't let me, so... yeah. It's just getting really hard. You know, I wish I could write my own stuff, you know? Like I was thinking about the other day. I took the screenwriting class in high school, and this one time we had to make a podcast, so I made mine about this actor who joined a satanic cult to, gain trauma to fuel his acting performances, and it was a big hit for back then. Well, I'm glad I'm glad you'd watch it, babe, but, yeah. Alright. Bye, see you tonight. I'll be optimistic. Bye.
Well, I must have manifested the hell out of that or something, because next thing I knew, I had the part. Fantastic Mr. Fox Who, Moonrise Kingdom what? Everything was coming up, the splendid madness of Mr. Dupree. Or so we thought.
Breaking news. Wes Anderson film cancelled in favor of Transformers reboot.
They canceled the movie. Over a stupid reboot. God, I hate reboots. And of course I had some nasty things to say about it to the press. Yeah, I think it is absolute bullcrap what they're doing. That's what I can't stand about these major studios. They think they're better than everyone else. It really grinds my gears. And you know what else? Wes Anderson, he could have done something about this. He's this big director. But no, he let the movie get, I don't even know, swept underway or whatever. I don't know. It's just freaking ridiculous. Like, I'm sorry if he takes offense to this, but it just really gets on my nerves. Our actors, we're actors too. We need this. We need this, and they're just taking it away from us. It is so obnoxious.
As you can imagine, neither Wes Anderson nor my agent were happy with me for this. Next thing I knew, no one wanted to hire the former Grey's Anatomy star who shunned not only the major studios, but Wes Anderson himself. So naturally, I fell into a drug-filled depression.
Hey, baby. How are you? I'm fine. I'm doing fine. Yeah, I miss you. Why don't you come over? Wait, I thought you said your dad was doing better. You can't leave. I need you now more than ever. So you're just gonna leave like that after I've already lost everything? Fine, leave. No, I'm not arguing with you. Fine, you know what? We're done. Bye. Don't call again. And that was that. Everything was gone. I lost the house. I didn't have any money. My girlfriend had left, and I just lived like that. Day to day, avoiding the paparazzi, scraping up enough money for my drug-filled depression. One time I actually got caught throwing a piece of pizza at a barista because she deserved it, but that's besides the point.
In this week's edition of Us Weekly, Grey's Anatomy star explains his side of the story. Why did he throw that piece of pizza at the barista? Find out in this week's edition of Us Weekly.
A few days later, I got a message from my girlfriend, or my ex-girlfriend at the time.
At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey, it's me. I know it's been a while, but anyway, I saw you in Us Weekly. I remember you always said you wanted to be on the cover. That's probably not what you meant, but, hey, listen, one of my uncle's clients was supposed to pitch a new comedy to HBO this week, and he chickened out, so he needs, like, a backup plan really fast, you know? And I told him about that idea you had about the actor and the cult, and, he was into it. He wasn't so into dealing with you again, but he wants to meet with you and talk about it. And I do too. I want to see you. Call me back if that's something you're interested in. Okay. Bye.
And we did. She saved my ass. She's always been good at doing that. We pitched them the show and they loved it. They knew it would sell because, it was gonna have a washed up star like me in it, and people go crazy for cults these days, like seriously crazy for cults. And yeah, my career was saved. Like, seriously saved because I won a Golden Globe and Emmy, but that's besides the point. Well, I feel like I'm running out of time. So instead of finding some bizarre moral in this crazy story of luck, I'll just go ahead and resume my Oscar speech from last night. Roll the clip. Yeah, I want to thank my wonderful director, Wes Anderson, who, took a chance on me a second time. To the studio, who, decided to make little old Mr. Dupree. To my lovely, excuse me, it's crazy up here. To my lovely wife, who has supported me, and I couldn't be here without her today. And I have so many more people to thank, but there's one thing I want to say before I get to that. To the little boy who is, like I said, practicing his speech in the mirror, or pacing around his room, making stories up in his head, or just who feels that who just feels like the dream is too much to bear, this is for you. Because, well, you never know. This is for us.
Thank you all once again for joining us for Senior Acting Night 2021, titled What is Vulnerability? As I said earlier, Senior Acting Night is one of the most exciting nights of the year and one of my favorite events of the entire year. And the class of 2021, of course, did not disappoint. Seniors, we will miss you greatly. I will miss you greatly. This program is forever in debt to you all for what you brought to the program. We love you. Have a wonderful summer. You all deserve the biggest round of applause. So I hope you can hear it coming from all over the world as they watch your shows tonight. Everyone have a wonderful summer, and thanks again for joining us.